Hi, I'm showing you how to trade intraday with the support, resistance, and neutral bands today. So I'm recording it on 17th, 18th of Feb, and the last trading day was 17th of Feb. So this is the day. The way it panned out is it opened around here and went all the way at it actually opened higher up, came down, and we had to do nothing about it until it comes to the resistance or support zone. So this is where it landed. It came to the support zone, and look at the volumes here. The volume bar is very high, so we do nothing when the volume bar is very high. We just wait for the prices to come back into the zone. Prices, as is expected, kept going down. You can see a lot of red bars, right? And then the volumes suddenly drop, and this is the time that we can enter. When the volumes dropped here, we can see that the price also entered the trading zone. So when it entered the trading zone, we take a buy, right? So we take a buy with an expectation that it will go all the way into the neutral zone. So the way we are trading is from the support zone into the neutral zone, from the resistance zone into the neutral zone. So this is what happened. So some of our traders got into the trade when it dropped here, right? You see this is a deep drop. The pink colored bars is a deep drop. So we entered here at 8810, 8812, and a part was exited at 8827, and the rest were exited at 8835 with trailing stop loss, of course. We waited, and then price kept going higher. It hit the resistance zone, and then nothing happened. The volumes grew, volumes suddenly dropped. So when the volumes dropped and price came into the zone, back into the zone, we entered the shorts at 8853, 8850, with an expectation that it will come to 8835 and 8826. 26, I'm sorry. That is exactly what happened, and it was a good trading day. So this was yesterday. Let me show you other days as well. On this particular setup, it is an extremely powerful setup. So this is a day before. Price, what we need to do is not trade in this direction. We will not be trading in this direction. The way we will be trading is, we would love to see the prices coming back into the neutral zone. So this is what happened. Price kept going higher, went above the support zone, and look at the volume bars. Prices dropped, the volume dropped, price didn't drop, right? And this is the time when we will actually not do a trade, because the the prices are actually, not neither going up nor going down. They are flat, so we'll wait for the price to come down into the neutral zone. This is where it came into the neutral zone, right? So this is where it came into the neutral zone, and this is where we enter the trade as short, 8870, with an expectation it will come down all the way to 8853, 8870 to 8853, and then to 8842. So that's about 25 to 30 points, but that's too high number of points. You should be targeting to get out in 20 points, not be very greedy about the points, with a stop loss of this particular swing high, right? So we enter the trade here 8870 with a swing high of 8877, a 7 point stop loss only, right? The stop gets hit and we get out, and it further doesn't give us any entry back into the zone, so we are out in the trade. Let me just show you in the previous day what's the stop loss. So when we enter the trade here, the stop loss is this low, that is 8801. So we enter at 8810, the stop is 8801. This is too high at a stop loss. That's a 10 point. You'll generally get very low sized stop loss, which is 5 point or 6 points. Here as well, you enter in this region when it enters the trading zone, that is 8855 to 8852, and the stop is 8863, right? This is how you keep the stops, so that if you lose, you lose very less, and if you earn, you earn cool 20-30 points. The day before this as well, there is no trade. It did not come into the trading zone after going after the volumes dropping, and prices left the trading zone too much, too far off, and we don't get into the trade at all, right? After far off trading this thing, the uh, yeah, this is actually the point where some traders could have entered the trade expecting that the prices would come back. I personally entered the trade here at 8840 with an expectation that it'll go all the way to 8797, but the thing is that it was almost 50 pointer, so that's very difficult to get 50 pointers. What I would do is I would get out at 20 points. So I got in at 884140, and I got out at 886065, right? I got my 25 points, but that's not how it is traded. That's okay. You can actually look at the volumes and then look at the prices, because prices will keep respecting the support zones and this neutral zone. I'm telling you, this is tried and tested over 4 to 5 years of data, so you can trust on this particular setup. Look at this. Price whole day did not do anything. So okay, the start of the day, price touched here, volumes were high, volumes dropped, right? And volume and the price came back into 8814. If one person is a fast trader, then he would get into the trade and get out here. But the thing is that everybody is not as fast a trader, so this trade is gone. However, let's come back to this particular zone. So this is a high volume bar into the zone, volumes dropped suddenly, and price is into the trading zone. So 8818 with an expectation that it'll come all the way to 8807 and 888798. So that's what happened. If you enter the trade at 8818, you get that 10 points at least. Again, it goes back into the zone. 8825 comes back to 8808. So a smart trader would get 2 rounds of trade. In fact, if he's a fast trader, then he would get 3 rounds of trade on this particular day. Let's go back. This is again a very good day. So look at this. Prices kept coming down. This was the high volume bar. Price the volumes drop. You would look to enter here, but then your stop would be at 8875. So if you have entered here when the price tried to get into the zone, you get hit with the stop loss. That's okay. You again enter here and 887879. So one part you will get out in 20 points, and the rest you will trail to get your 8807 and 8818. So you would actually look to get almost 30 to 40 points here on this particular trade, and hit one stop loss of around 10 points. So this was that day. Here again you get a cool 8801 to 8825, around 15 to 25 points here you get on this particular day. And okay, this is a day when you don't get a trade at all. You should not be trading at all, because it's far off the trading zone. So you just sit tight, don't do anything on this day. Here as well, huge volumes. Then you get up bars. So this is the up bars, is where I would like to get into the trade. I don't like to get into the trade when there are down bars, the red bars, right? And so there are up bars and the volumes drop suddenly, and I enter here 8760 and get 8787. So that's almost 30 points. And if I want to continue holding with trailing stop loss, I get the next zone at 8807. So traders make good amount of money. Again, previous day, here it hits, comes back into the neutral zone. You will see this happening almost every day. So this is a day when it did not happen. I mean, it just was about to touch the resistance zone, didn't do. Just about to touch the support zone, didn't do it. So no trade on this particular day. However, you'll see this happening almost every day. It comes to the neutral zone back from these two upper and lower zones. So this is how we trade, and you'll see this happening almost 70 to 80% of the times. Price go back into the neutral zone, and that's our trade. Thank you very much for watching.